Gentles and ladymen, I'm Spiro, and I'm not a wizard. Today is the long-awaited release of Wordle 1.3 for the Commodore 64. Now, my last video on this was, I think, beginning of February, and I had started working on version 1.3, and the major feature was a speed up in the start time, because instead of loading all the data statements, which is 1,500 words, the code basically just jumps when it generates a random number, and it is random now. I've added the time, what do you call seeding the random number generator, so that it's not coming up with the same sequence of words every time you start it. And it jumps to a random location in memory, in basic memory, where basic stores those data statements. And yeah, it speeds up. Like, if you remember the last version, or if you've played the last version, you'll notice that there's a big loading pause at the beginning, like it says loading data. Oh, by the way, because the recent release of the Empire Strikes Back game on the C64, I've got a new wallpaper. Cool. Okay. So this loads a lot quicker, it searches a lot quicker, it also can check if the word you enter is in the dictionary or not, and I also fixed up the bug where after you play through like 2 or 3 times you'd get like an insufficient memory error, and what that was because I was doing a bunch of go subs, but within those go subs I was jumping out of them, doing some go tos, and that was just a mess. And there's C64 Basic has a stack of return addresses from go subs, and when you get to a certain point, if you haven't returned from all of them properly, that stack gets full and you get insufficient memory, because it literally doesn't have the space to put any more return addresses onto the stack. It won't drop them off the bottom. It just says this is what I've got. It's like they go on the top of the stack, they get pulled off, but the stack is a fixed size. So and I've changed the editor, so hopefully this will be a little bit easier to see. VS Code was it's nice, but I like the I don't know how to change the theme on VS Code. It's probably possible, but anyway, I've been playing with Emacs lately, Doom Emacs specifically, because I've been using VI for I think almost 30 years, and yeah, reasons. Always got to play with new editors. But anyway, so I think that this should have fixed up a lot of stuff. Some of the things that were causing problems was this routine here where we read the guess. So this does a character count, goes through. If you press delete, it'll go to that subroutine. If you press enter and the count is greater than or equal to 4, starting at 0. So it'll only let you press enter once you've entered in 5 letters for the word. And the entries can only be between A and Z. Then go to 750. Why do I go to 750? I don't know. It's been so long since I've touched this code. But then it just jumps back to here. And so I've got a bunch of other places where once you do the delete character, it'll jump back to line 610 once you do the accept character line 750. Oh, line 750, right. So once it accepts the character, it'll print it on the screen. That's why it jumps down there. And some of these were Go subs. In particular, actually maybe they weren't Go subs, but I think I was doing a Go sub to 600, and now I'm just doing a Go 2, and that was part of the problem, is that within this subroutine I was going to some that were subroutines, some that weren't. Stack was filling. Bad day was had by all. So now, if you played the last version, you will notice how significant this is. When I fire this up, I guess it's still slow to load off disk because C64s. But once it's loaded and run, it's very fast. Come on. What are you taking so long? You're in warp mode. There we go. Beautiful. So a little bit. I've added the YouTube address now that I've got a real URL. Yes. And that's it. Before it would say loading data and it would go blah, 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 blah. It would take a long time. Now it doesn't. Go straight into the game. And it go blick, blick, blick. See, it checks. There we go. That's great. I'm just going to type in random words here, just to prove that we A, it's doing the checks quickly, B, all these words are in the library, and if you enter in a word that isn't in the library, it'll go or in the dictionary. The word is not in the dictionary. Terribly sorry. I will say stick. Is that in the dictionary? Yes. All right, great. What other words can we come up with that are 5? Dwell. This was the word that when the random number generator wasn't being seeded properly, dwell for some reason was always coming up as the first word. Well, it would always be dwell the first time we ran it. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. I must have done something to the code after I released it and maybe didn't notice it in the version 1.2. Word was posse. Great. I wouldn't have guessed that. So you play again. Let's try posse this time. Bet it's not it. Oh, none of them. Audio is always a good starting word, except when it isn't. Radio, is that in there? It is in there. Look at that. Pars. Not in the dictionary. Rude. Another word. Give me another 5-letter word. Intro. Oh. Scoop. Got a hankering for ice cream. Dream. Is that in there? No. So you can see it's happening pretty quickly, right? It's very responsive now. We still got it's still got a chug to get through, and series. I can't. That's not going to fit in there. Count. Is that in there? No. No. Switch. Oh, I need a pre-prepared list clown on a clown. That got me. I never got that one. Word was carrot. Wow, great. Clown. I'm going to do lots of clowns this time. I'm going to keep entering clown until it accepts it. So I think by now it would have had the error, right? It would have. I think it was after 2 times and a couple of lines, then it would fail. The word was ivory. Well, I was pretty close, and it's still going. Ivory and ebony stick together like. What are those lyrics? I don't remember the lyrics now. Lyric, is that a word? Oh, it is. Sweet. Pants. Did we do pants? Groovy. Groovy. Groove, does that fit? No. House. That'll fit. Word was scope. Cool. There we go. We're still going. We're still going. So I think that is pretty significant. I'm very happy with that. I almost called it version 2.0. I don't know. I think it's a pretty significant leap from the last version. So, but anyway, I'm going to leave that. You're getting a short video today for a change. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I know this has been a long time coming, and I'm not sure I need to add anything else to this game now. I think that is it. I think Wordle for the Commodore 64 by me, my version, because I know there's other versions, because Wordle is a logic, you know, as far as the game logic goes, it's a very easy game to write. But I think I'm calling that done. If you'd like to buy a copy, no, just kidding. Download it for free at my GitHub, and you can play it as much as you want. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, I didn't tell you about a secret. Scoop. Swoop. It does take a while when you're trying to hurry it up, doesn't it? Have I got shoop? Probably not. Hey, I should try and make that. No. What's another word? Stoop. Horse. Jumbo. Right. So here's another little thing which is an undocumented feature. The word was mucus. Ugh. Don't like that. Undocumented feature. When you're at this screen, you can press F1 and that'll hide all the, you know, kind of like Wordle does when you share it online. You know, it hides all the things you've typed. It doesn't really matter for this because, you know, Wordle, everyone in the world is playing the same word on the same day, so it was done to avoid spoilers. But I thought, you know, why not? I'll add it. It's a feature. Whatever. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.